Hello, everyone. Thought my day was going terrible until I picked up a passenger, and the passenger expressed to me that they had just got laid off. And the reason that that trumped what I was going through was because I just had a minor car issue. I had to get all of my tires changed. I know that was on me, but I got it done nonetheless. But moving on to this passenger that told me that they got laid off, and not only did they get laid off, it was going to take them a while for them to find a job, right? So, through just listening to this passenger, him losing his job was just a trickle down effect because a week prior, his wife lost her job. And for a moment there, I was just silent because I really didn't have too much to say until I did. And I told him, like, hey, it's going to get better because I'm sure that, his wife was already applying to jobs and that there's still a lot of options out there. So as I was taking him home and from the place of business where I picked him up, the commute was about 15 minutes. He just took some time to himself when he started thinking. His thinking led to him asking me about, me doing rideshare at the time and how do I like it and what's the process like. And I was telling him that like I appreciate it and then it's real good for me. It works with my schedule. And the reason that it works with my schedule is because I have enough downtime to make use of my time being a service to people. And the byproduct of that is me making some good money. I also told him that, hey, it's about what you put into it. Again, he was quiet for a moment. And now his day is no longer going terrible because he shares with me that in a few days his vehicle was going to be done at the shop and that he will be able to apply for doing the rideshare apps. And I was happy for him. I was like, hey, that's great. I even told him that not to limit himself there to sign up for Instacart, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. Why did I tell him this? I told him this so he would have more options, you know. And that was great to see that in that short period of a time, he came up with a solution. Yes, I listened to him. Yes, I gave him some kind words, but it was mainly him that did the work. And when he got home, from what he shared with me at the time, he was going to sign up for those apps and he was going to tell his wife about it. Reason being, his wife has a car too. And from what he was sharing with me, they really don't have too many bills. Like they weren't really in debt like that. I know the power of a 15-minute commute. Yeah, so I thought my day was going terrible until I picked up this passenger. But in the end, his day wasn't even going terrible. It really wasn't. Which speaks to, as the cliche goes, is not how you start, it's how you finish. When he got in my car, he was kind of down. Hell, I was kind of down for him if, with me being transparent. Because you lose your job, that's a trickle down effect. Because love don't pay no bills, as we heard many, many times. Togetherness does not pay no bills. Bills take currency. But for this passenger, by the conclusion of the drive, he had a solution. And that's what it's all about. He got out the car feeling good, feeling great. He even thanked me. But I told him not to thank me because he did all the work. I just did what I was supposed to do, picking him up and taking him home. And that's the beauty in it. That's the beauty in the moment in time that I thought my day was going terrible until this passenger got into my car, only to realize what he probably realized, that his day wasn't really going terrible. The only thing that was for him was just a fork in the road. It was just a reminder. But I think what also helped him was him remaining in the right headspace, and he wasn't really freaking out. He was having what I would refer to as the most human experience. He was silent, he was down for a bit, but he got his thinking cap right back on. So I no longer communicate with him today because that wasn't the nature of our relationship. Like, we weren't doing business or anything. And that was just a good ride um, for all parties involved. I mean, I was reiterated something. He learned something about himself. And that's always an amazing thing. And that's why when I was doing rideshare, that was one of my main reasons, was to be a service to people, and everything else that came after that was just a byproduct of that. And I'm sure that passenger and his wife are doing completely better from the day that I had met him. I would like to thank you all for taking the time out to watch this video. You all continue to have a good day, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.